I've always been a thrifty gal. According to the dictionary, official Scrabble Players Dictionary, the only dictionary, thrifty is defined as displaying thrift. Okay, if we go up to the word thrift, it is care and wisdom in the management of one's resources. Yes, yes, lots of care, lots of wisdom. To me, being thrifty really is about using what you have to the best of your ability and bringing things in that are new with care. So in today's video, I thought it'd be fun. What am I doing with my hands? I thought it'd be fun to take you along with me in my process of decorating my home for the holidays. I'm gonna be thrifting. I'm gonna be using what I have around the house, getting really crafty. And if you're into crafty things, please consider subscribing because that is what this channel is all about. That and giving unsolicited interior design advice. So maybe consider. I have so many ideas that I'm really excited about that I think I might have to break this video into 2 parts because I've been working on this thing for a while now, y'all. I've been crafting thrifting for the past like 3 weeks, which is why I haven't been able to put out a video in a while. So I think this is going to be a 2-parter. We'll see. I'll decide in the editing. But I'm thinking part 1 is going to be the holiday decor. And then part 2 is going to be more of like crafty projects, getting fun and funky with gift wrapping. And then I've got a few paper crafts that I want to share with you. So let's jump into it. As with literally every aesthetic decision that I make in my life, I started a mood board, a holiday inspiration board on Pinterest. What excites me and makes me really look forward to the holidays is the possibility of like getting a little wild, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. I'm not much of a traditional Christmas decor kind of gal. We are getting funky and we're just gonna have fun with it. I am going for eclectic, colorful, and whimsical, I think is a good word. Definitely gonna bring in some red, definitely bringing in the pink. And then I'm just gonna kind of wing the rest of the color palette. I'm loving, and I don't know if this is trending right now or not, but I've seen it a lot on my Pinterest feed, is ribbon and bows on Christmas trees. I want to go maximal on the Christmas tree because that's just my jam. That's just my jam. There will be ribbon, there will be bows. I love this image with the fringe on the fireplace. I'm loving paper medallions. So I think I might try making some paper medallions. Paper medallions are these like accordion folded fans. Love those. And I don't know about you, but I am so excited and ready to take great care and wisdom in the management of my resources. So let's get started. We are at Goodwill. It's Black Friday. The parking lot is packed. Wasn't expecting that, but yeah, it is Black Friday after all. So we are looking for just, I don't know, really there is no agenda. I'm not looking for anything in particular. This is like a brainstorming trip, you know? I like to go into Goodwill without set plans or a shopping list because you'll always be disappointed. So we're just gonna see if anything sparks our interest. I've got Ian with me and the baby today, so we're gonna be strapped up and cozy. Let's go. Okay, change of plans. I'm going in solo because the baby's asleep and we don't wanna get her out of the car seat. So Ian's gonna sit in the car with her. I'm gonna run in. a real Christmas miracle in there. There was no line, and I just wanted to show you what I picked up real quick. I spent $10 total. I rounded up. It was $9.70, rounded up to 10 for the kids. You know, we'll try this after the baby calms down. Got the baby in tow. We're looking for some live garland. I guess it's not live, it's dead. Some real garland. That's the mission. So this is our first Christmas in this house. We're gonna put the tree where it is the most practical in our household, which I think is this corner. Yes, this is the dining room. No, we do not eat in here. We do not. We did when we first moved in, and our toddler quickly smashed all of those plans. She cannot sit still. She's got her own little personal dining table, and we kind of end up just eating on the couch most days. And you know what? If you think that is tacky, you know, you're probably right, but it's the way we live, and I think it's the way a lot of people live, actually. So Christmas tree is going to go in the corner, and I really do wish I could paint these walls, but I just can't. Like, it's not in the time budget, you know what I mean? We just don't have time or energy. So we got the baby, we got the toddler, we got the YouTube channel. Yeah, we're too busy for that right now. So there will be a time in our lives where we can paint all of these walls, warm this room up, because right now this corner is like very cold. And that's one thing I really hate about this space is like our living room is pretty cozy. I feel like I've gotten the lighting to where I want it, but like this has been the problem corner. It's just cold. And I'm not using this, I haven't been using this overhead light, this, what do you call this? Pendant? It's not really giving pendant energy, you know what I mean? But wow, I've like short-circuited. Oh yeah, this corner has just felt really cold since we moved in, so I'm excited to get the tree over there, throw some lights up on it, create a little cozy corner. But for now, the dining table is going into the breakfast nook in the kitchen, and that will eventually get redone, made over. But for now, it's just gonna be the table in the breakfast nook, and this will be our little Christmas corner. I'm so excited. So, time to clean up. Welcome to our very merry Christmas corner. That's what I'm calling it. It's not very merry yet, but we're getting there. The idea is that we're going to transform this entire dining nook into our cozy Christmas corner and kind of leave the rest of the house as is. We've got a pretty good collection of Christmas ornaments, but decorations for the rest of the house are pretty minimal. So I feel like with what I have, I could do a really great job in just this little section of the house. So that is the plan. We're just getting started. We just got this beautiful flocked tree up. It's an artificial tree, if you can't tell. It was gifted to me by my sister and my brother-in-law. So thank you guys. In my heart of hearts, I would prefer to have a real tree, but don't want to deal with the mess. Don't want to deal with getting on my hands and knees to water the thing. It's just not what I want to be doing this holiday season. Also, this one was free, so that's freaking thrifty. This one came pre-lit with white lights, but we decided to also add some colorful lights. That's where we're at. It's hard. Oh, little Christmas cheer. Thanks, baby. Get you a little Santa's little elf. He's also in there baking us a loaf of bread. So once the tree is decorated, I'm gonna come in and basically frame this little dining nook with some fresh garland, some of the crafts that I've been working on, some ribbon, this, that, and the other. I don't really know. Just gonna wing it. So let's get started. Okay, I wanted to point out our tree skirt, which isn't a skirt at all. It's actually a runner rug from IKEA that we had sort of in the entryway of the house. But I did not have a tree skirt, did not feel like DIYing one this year. That's probably a project for next year. I knew that I wanted something sort of in the pink and red family, and I just happened to have this IKEA runner rug that was always in the way. We were always tripping on it, and it didn't really work anywhere else in the house. So I just slung it around the bottom of the tree, and it kind of works perfectly. It's not laying flat. A tree skirt is round with a hole and a slit on the side, but I think it works. And I actually kind of like that it's a little lumpy and imperfect. So that's one way to save a little money and time buying something, is just seeing if you've got an old rug around the house, fabric, a bedspread. I thought about using, I think last year I used one of our Mexican blankets. That was kind of fun. So just experiment with different fabrics you have just lying around the house. When Ian and I moved from New Orleans, we put all of our belongings into storage, and they were basically there for about a year while we renovated a camper. I don't know if you've heard the story, but anyway, we went a whole like holiday season without Christmas decorations out. So I'm like unpacking this stuff for the first time in over a year, and I'm really excited because I truly don't remember what we own. Oh yes. Oh, forgot about these. These are fun. Little pom-pom dingleberries, fun colors. This is definitely in line with our colorful, eclectic Christmas vibe. I've got two of those. Who knew? Yes. Fake cranberry. I don't know if they're supposed to be cranberries, but they look like cranberries. But they are little bead garland. Another pom-pom garland. Love these. I just love these so much. Oh my gosh, our tree is gonna be so cute. I totally forgot I had all this stuff. Some more, I don't know what you call these. We've started a tradition of buying like a special ornament every year. Something that like kind of sort of represents us for that year. I don't know. This is one of those. Can you see that? Hopefully. Yayoi Kusama. If you know, you know. Thought this was so cool. So this was mine from 2020. But I would say most of our ornaments are pretty colorful, pretty fun, not too serious, and I think they'll work perfectly with our vibe this year. Look at that. Guess who? David Bowie. R.I.P. I'm not gonna bore you with all of our sentimental ornaments, but like, we got some cool shit. And it's very colorful and it's very fun, and I think it's gonna be really cute on this tree. We just have to convince our 2-year-old to spread them out above, you know, past the lower branches. I guess that's our job. When she takes a nap, we'll be rearranging everything. Decorate the back of your tree as well as the front? Do you put the lights all the way around? Are you one of those? Even if nobody's gonna see the back, do you still decorate the back? Comment below, I wanna know. I feel like the lights look crazy on camera. It is weird. I feel like they're not all coming through in the shot, but just know, the entire tree is lit from top to bottom. It's just something with the LEDs. They don't, you know, they flash, right? I don't know the science. Don't quote me on that. Okay, I managed to get both of my girlies down for a nap at the same time. So instead of like doing the dishes, doing the laundry, cleaning up the living room, I thought this would be a good opportunity to sit down and show you some marbled paper chains. It's a very affordable craft to do as long as you have paper. It can be really easy. You don't have to go elaborate like this, but I have been wanting to try paper marbling. It's a craft that I've never done before. It's so beautiful. You can also buy marbled paper at like craft stores or like specialty paper shops. But I thought, you know what? Why stop at the colored paper for these paper chains? Let's go all out. I'm gonna try this craft even though I don't really have time for it. I'm not gonna act like I'm an expert at paper marbling because I'm not. This is literally my first time trying this, so we're gonna learn together. I've watched several YouTube videos on the marbling techniques, and there is a huge range from like the super traditional way to like the easy way that is best for like kids who craft. So I used one of the easier methods for paper marbling, which is also known as suminagashi. And this method requires some type of water-based inks. I ordered this marbling kit from Amazon, which comes with a set of 6 pretty basic watercolors. And I also experimented with a few types of paper, one being this watercolor paper that I just happen to have in my stash. And this paper actually produced the least interesting results in my opinion. And I also had these huge rolls of photography backdrop paper, and they seem like they might work well because they appear to be pretty absorbent, and absorbent paper is important for soaking up the ink. The marbling process requires a shallow tub of water, and that marbling kit I bought also came with these starter tabs, which are basically just round pieces of cardstock that float on the surface of the water, and they help the ink float to the surface of the water rather than just sinking to the bottom. So this technique is basically just taking your ink tube and squeezing a small drop in the middle of the paper tab. This makes the ink roll off the tab and into the water in a circular pattern. So I don't think you could get the circular pattern without the little tab. Not sure though. And you basically just continue dropping your ink onto the tab and alternating the colors that you use to create these bands of color. So in this experiment, I used red and green ink, which ended up being my least favorite color combination because the green ink just wasn't very vibrant. And then once you've got the surface covered with a nice layer of ink, you can play around with creating distortion. I used a straw to blow air and push the ink around to create a swirling pattern, and you basically just stop when you're happy with the pattern. And then the next step is to take a sheet of paper. Here I'm using the watercolor paper, which again was my least favorite. But you carefully dip that paper into the surface of the water and quickly lift it up and immediately rinse the sheet of paper under running water to remove any excess ink that's just sitting on top of the paper. I didn't get any footage of me rinsing the green and red ink off, so I'm just showing another color experiment that I did to show you the technique. But it's so cool when the rinsing reveals the pattern underneath. The next step is to allow the sheets of paper to fully dry, and here you can see all of the different color experiments that I did after they've dried. I think they're all quite beautiful, but I will say I do wish they were more vibrant, and I think just using oil-based inks next time would produce more vibrancy, so maybe next time. But I'm still happy with the results. The last step for the paper chain prep is to just cut your paper into strips. So I'm using the marbled paper, and also some construction paper that I stole from my toddler's art supplies. I cut these into 1" by 10" long strips, which felt like suitable dimensions for our paper chains. Okay, both of my girls are asleep, which is a Christmas miracle. And anytime that happens, I like run to the next craft project that I was in the middle of to try to get more done, to try to like chip away at things. That's just like the season of life I'm in right now. There's no time for hair and makeup, so not that I would do that anyway, but I'm just working on cranking out the marbled paper chains, and I'm really pumped for these. 8-year-old in me is very excited. I figured we could just do this together, you know? Can you even see my table? Okay, I'm trying to decide if I want to use the paper chains as like garland around the Christmas tree, or if I want to flank or like frame the little dining nook where the Christmas tree is right now. I think that could be cute. I'm gonna see how far this gets me, like how much actual chain I can make. I feel like I'm gonna get quite a bit. I do need to say, this is quite an elaborate craft to try to do on top of everything else, like the paper marbling. Did it pay off in the aesthetic value? I don't know. Can you actually see the paper marbling when the paper chain's hung? Probably not. Probably not. But, you know, maybe that's beside the point. Maybe that's beside the point. I've been wanting to try the paper marbling for a while, and this felt like a good excuse. Christmas crafts. So I'm happy that I attempted it, and I've learned a lot from the process. Next time I'm gonna go with oil-based inks instead of the water-based inks, and I'm going to attempt the more traditional technique. But for now, you know what? It was fun. It was fun. All right, I'm gonna listen to my tarot reading for the day.
Okay, but now let's get back to your reading because
okay, this is so cute. It's so cute. I know it's not very Christmas, but look at this. Look how cute this is. It's just adorable. Can you see? Let's see. I mean, you know, like, there's the star of the show. There they are. Can you even, is this in focus? Wow, I really need to do something with these nails. I mean, you get a little taste. You get a little peekaboo. It's precious, precious. Not exactly what I had in mind, but I'm still pleased. I'm pleased. Yeah, it's gonna be cute. Well, one child is napping, so I figured this was a good time to start putting up the garland. Like I was saying, I'm gonna frame the, can you even see me? I feel like, is my head cut off? Oh, great. But basically, I'll be trimming out this opening into the dining room. In theory, it's gonna work. I don't know, because I'm gonna be attaching garland to the ceiling up here, which will either be stapling or using hooks. This isn't a how-to. This is just watch me do. Watch me do. But I'm gonna start with the garland, and then if that goes well, I'm gonna layer in some other decorative items like our paper chain and the dried oranges that I've made. I don't know. I'm winging it. I've got 30 feet of garland, which should be enough. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna find out together. So let's get to it. You know, I've got the baby attached to me, so not sure how much of this we're gonna be able to get done. We'll see. Fresh pine. So I'm thinking these little pom-pom garland strands might look better on our framing. So I'm gonna pull one off and try it. gonna put the other one, we have 2 of these, on the other side and see what we think. I think it's cute. I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this is really coming together. I'm just gonna do some like finishing touches things. I'm just gonna put on some like finishing touches. I dehydrated some orange slices the other day, and I bought these ornament hooks from the thrift store. So I'm gonna hang a few orange slices, do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that, call it a day. Pretty pleased with it. I think it's cute. I think it's doing what I wanted it to do. So. So this house does not have a fireplace, which is where we would normally hang our stockings. One thought I had was hanging them along the shelving where we keep our record collection, but that's in the living room, which is on the other side of our cozy Christmas book. So I had to come up with a solution. The solution is this guy. I'll clip this to my shirt. I quickly threw this together. So this is a play on a picture rail with wooden pegs. We're not gonna do like the board and batten that you normally see these paired with. I'm just gonna let it be its own thing. And then when it's not Christmas season, this will just be an awesome coat rack. This was a very affordable and pretty easy to assemble shelf. I think I spent maybe $25 for all of the materials and, you know, like an hour hand sawing and gluing everything together. I'm gonna hang this up. We've got Home Alone playing in the background, so I'm hoping it doesn't pick up too much copywritten music, sound, audio. I don't know how that works, but. Okay, Ian and I finished installing the shelf last night. It got a little too dark in here. The kids started crying, so I didn't get that on film, but look how stinking cute this is. I'm gonna leave it raw pine for now. I'm not sure, this might get painted at some point. It might stay here, it might go closer to the front door, not sure. But for now, I'm gonna leave it. This is where our stockings will hang. I'm so excited to show you these stockings. 3 years ago, right after Poppy was born, I was home on maternity leave. I honestly just had like tons of pent up creative energy, and I had this huge supply of fabric swatches, and I basically like stitched together these triangles to create a quilted fabric, a quilted textile, and then used that as the front of the stockings. And I think they're just so stinking cute. What I love about the picture rail is that you can rest things along the ledge. Like we can do candles. I'm not like ready to style this whole shelf yet, but I am looking forward to leaning something right here, cover up these doodads, and then, you know, cozy it up a little bit. These I scored from Goodwill for $1.99 a piece. They're battery operated candles. Got to figure out what I want to put here. Something festive. We'll see. But I just wanted to share the finished product with you. I'm really pleased with the way it turned out, and it was very affordable. So I stole this decor element from my daughter's room. It's kind of perfect for our cozy Christmas corner. So I was thinking it would work well in this little corner. Can you see? Can you see? I just wanted to do something a little cute in this corner, and I feel like the mushroom will kind of tie everything together. That's the idea. So cute little wooden side table
stole this from the side of the couch. I realize, oh my God. I realize that my curtains are 2 inches too short. In an ideal world, these would be grazing the floor, kissing the floor. But I was in a hurry when I installed the hanging hardware and I just measured inaccurately and I've been too busy, not lazy, to redo it. So yeah, I see it and it bothers me. It bothers me a lot actually. So just know that we're on the same page, okay? Interior designers aren't perfect. Like there's a lot of pressure. Can you see me? I feel like there's a lot of pressure. Maybe I put the pressure on myself, but I do feel like there's a lot of pressure to show you a perfect, oh my God, just got blinded in the eyes by a school bus. I do feel like there's a lot of pressure as someone who calls himself an interior designer. I am an interior designer. That has been my profession for the last 8 years. But there is, yeah, a lot of pressure to show you my home and have it be perfect, spot on, beautiful, everything, you know, cohesive in its place. And that is just not the case. You know, not everything in this house is the way that I envision it or the way that I would love for it to be. I'm sure you can relate to that. So anyway, that's been on my mind. Wow, okay, tangent. This could go here, is that dumb? Some little photos and whatnot. I feel like this would be really cute if I had some like moss to put around the bottom, the base. Oh, you know what I could do? Okay, I have an idea. Got some garland that I've cut. Oh my gosh. Cute. Is it cute? Is it cute? I think it's fun. Flip this around. I think it's cute. To show you, whoa, too close. Satin bows tied on Christmas tree limbs, loving it. So I bought just a bunch of very colorful satin ribbon. This was on sale at Joann Fabrics Black Friday, so I do feel like it was pretty thrifty. I'm gonna do this to add like pops of color instead of glass or like globe ornaments because we just don't have a lot of those. And these can't fall off and break. So we're going with ribbon. And I just kind of like the idea of satin ribbon. So. Placed Mr. Gnomey Gnome, our mascot, just as a reminder to keep it light, keep it colorful. I've placed some candles, just little doodads, just to kind of play around with the styling. I feel like it's a lot visually up there, so I'm just gonna play around with it. So I think I'm at a stopping point with all the decorations, at least for this video. I probably will continue to add to the tree, keep filling it up, just trash it up, you know what I mean?
Overall, I'm pretty pleased with the way things turned out. You know, there's always something that I would change at the end of a project, but I love the way the garland turned out. I'm pretty pleased with the Christmas tree. I think next year we're gonna go with a green tree. I'm realizing that the white flocked tree is just a little too cold. Like I feel like it makes this corner, which is already kind of cool because we don't have great lighting over here and the walls are gray. I feel like you add the white Christmas tree on top of that and it's just like a little too icy, you know? That said, I think it's still really freaking cute. One thing that I would like to craft next year is, and I'm gonna give myself more time, is a mushroom topper for the Christmas tree. This year I decided to just throw this pink paper medallion up there because scale wise it was kind of the only thing that would work. We had a star for the tree and the tree is just too tall. So also next year, shorter tree. So until then, we're just gonna kick back and relax, maybe light some more candles, put on Home Alone again for the 10th time, and have a very Merry Christmas. The holiday season. It won't even focus on me. It won't focus. I thought wearing these lights might hide my dark circles, but they're only amplifying them. So what are you gonna do? You know, I know this decorating style isn't for everyone, but I hope you at least were entertained and took something away. And if not, you know, it's not my problem. But thank you so much for watching. I will hopefully see you on part 2 of A Crafty Christmas, THRIFTMAS. I still don't know what I'm gonna call this video, but whatever it will be called, I hope to see you there. Have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you for watching. Bye.